As the dawn of a new year breaks, many of us find ourselves standing at the crossroads of possibility and uncertainty, filled with the desire to transform our financial futures. It's a familiar place, isn't it? A place where hope whispers to us, yet fear tugs at our sleeves, reminding us of our self-doubt. Can I navigate this world of investing? The answer, surprisingly, is a resounding yes. Meet Vivian Liu, a name you might not recognize yet, but her story could offer the spark you need to ignite your financial journey. At just 26 years old, Vivian was staring down a modest $5,000 investment. Like many, she was gripped with hesitation. Armed with no formal training in finance, she wondered, who am I to take this leap? But here's the crux of her story. She decided that her apprehension wouldn't define her potential. With each sleepless night spent researching, every book devoured in the quiet hours, Vivian transformed her fear into knowledge. Gradually, she began to recognize that investing wasn't just for seasoned professionals. It could also be for someone like her, someone willing to learn. Now juxtapose her journey with Jordan Waldrop, a 24-year-old whose investments seemed almost magical, turning $3,000 into over $100,000 in 18 months. Jordan was no financial guru. He didn't have an impressive resume or a background steeped in Wall Street. Instead, he filled his evenings with books and tutorial videos, patiently weaving together threads of knowledge. His disciplined and systematic approach birthed success that many seasoned investors would envy. But why do stories like theirs matter? Because they shatter the illusion that investing is the playground of the elite and seasoned. They tell us that novice investors can outperform the so-called experts, especially when emotions run high. A study by Fidelity Investments reinforces this insight. It shows that newer investors often make decisions rooted in discipline rather than emotion, allowing them to stay the course during unpredictable times. As we step into a new year, remember this: with the right mindset, an urge to learn, and diligent strategy, financial success is not merely a far-off dream reserved for the mistresses of stock markets. It's a possibility within your grasp, waiting for you to seize it. So take that first small step. Your future self will thank you for it. But what happens when life's curveballs throw you off course? Let's delve into the financial hurdles faced by everyday individuals and see how simple strategies turn their situations around. In the heart of a bustling Chicago neighborhood, Sarah sat overwhelmed at her kitchen table, a pile of bills staring back at her like a mountain she could never climb. The world felt uncertain. The echo of her terminated job as a cocktail waitress during the pandemic haunted her every thought. She was a single mother, and with every tick of the clock, the pressure mounted. How would I provide for my child? How would I manage? But then clarity broke through the fog. Sarah learned about the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. 50% of income for necessities, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. She hesitated at first, wondering if such a simple method could change her life, but necessity fueled her determination. I had to do something, she thought. With shaking hands, she allocated her meager income into distinct envelopes, a tangible transformation of her chaotic finances. At first, it felt restrictive, a hunger pang every time she resisted the temptation of takeout or the allure of impulse purchases. The tension was palpable. What if this didn't work? What if she was just setting herself up for failure? The thought gripped her heart. Yet day by day, Sarah practiced discipline. She embraced her budget, watching her spending, and soon the shift began. By holding on to her rigid framework, she found herself not only being able to pay off her credit card debt, but also building up an emergency fund. It wasn't just about money, it was a rebirth of hope. This budgeting method completely changed my relationship with money, she would later share. I finally felt in control. Then there was Tom, who faced his monetary monsters in Seattle. An IT professional, Tom had always eagerly ordered takeout until he realized those small conveniences amounted to a staggering sum. The revelation hit him when he glimpsed his dwindling bank account juxtaposed with the rapid rotation of delivery boxes piling up in his kitchen. After stumbling across the cash-only challenge, he decided to take the plunge. "I'll pay only with cash," he declared, a promise to himself, albeit a daunting one. The tension hung thick as he faced temptation while dining out, cringing each time he cradled his precious cash, feeling it slip away from him. Yet it led to mindful spending. He savored each bite of the meal and each interaction with friends, realizing he spent differently when he felt the weight of his cash. The result? Over $4,000 was saved in just 1 year. It was tough at first, Tom revealed, but seeing physical cash leave made me think twice. I'm amazed at how much I saved. So here stand Sarah and Tom, two ordinary people whose methods transformed their financial trajectories during turbulent times. Their stories serve as powerful reminders that with intentionality and a willingness to challenge the status quo, financial empowerment is within reach for everyone. From budgeting to investing, let's explore stories that show anyone can thrive in the stock market, even without extensive experience. In the quiet hum of the modern world, where screens flicker with endless possibilities, the notion of investing can feel as foreign as interstellar travel to those just starting their journey. The fear of making costly mistakes grips many, paralyzing their ambitions under the weight of conventional wisdom that champions the experienced professional. Yet on the periphery, new narratives are surfacing that challenge this very premise. Consider Omar Gias, an amateur who stumbled into trading amidst the chaos of the COVID-19 pandemic. With no formal background in finance, he bravely ventured into speculative trades, landing himself a staggering $1.5 million in profits. It was a rapid ascent that shined a spotlight on both opportunity and hubris, as his newfound wealth curled into extravagant spending, leaving echoes of volatility in its wake. Then there's the unforgettable saga of the Reddit investors and the GameStop phenomenon. A motley crew of everyday individuals, armed only with passion and camaraderie, ignited a financial revolution on social media. They mobilized around a single stock, collectively flipping the script on conventional narratives of investing. With investments blossoming into life-changing profits overnight, they became symbols of power and unity, shattering barriers that once seemed unbreakable.